Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs and welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Guide. I hope you guys are having a good day. Today I'm standing in front of the Nether portal because we have a little bit of work to do in the Nether. As the title of the video might suggest, today we're going to be taking on the Wither again, but we're going to be doing it the easy way. In Java Minecraft there exists a very simple way to take down the Wither without you taking damage at all. Not that I took any damage in my last episode against the Wither, but I think this time around it's going to be an even easier thing, probably something that you guys can do if you're tired of fighting the Wither over and over again, or if you're just having that amount of trouble beating the Wither in the first place. This is a nice, easy shortcut to getting a beacon. But at first, of course, we still have to put the grind work in of getting ourselves 3 Wither skulls so we can summon the Wither in the first place. So without further ado, let's head over to the Nether Fortress and see if we can pick up some skulls. Now, once again, I am not quite ready to begin the process of turning this into a dedicated Wither skeleton farm. Oh, yep, there we go. Still getting hit by blazes from a distance. So yeah, I'm not going to turn this place into a Wither skeleton farm quite yet, which means we are still going to be farming these guys manually, but hopefully we shouldn't have too much trouble getting ourselves a few Wither skeleton skulls. I've still got my looting 3 sword. Everything should be good in that respect. But in the fullness of time, we are going to take down some more of the area of this fortress. Wow, okay, that took me by surprise. There's some blazes up there on the roof, which are absolutely miles away and are still managing to hit me. Well, I'm still managing to hit them from miles away as well. There you go, take that. And really hope I don't hit a pigman while I'm doing that. My word, the blazes are everywhere today. There's some over here as well. But yeah, as I was saying, we are eventually going to clear out some more of the blocks of this fortress so that we can turn it into a dedicated Wither skeleton farm and get ourselves a ton of skulls very easily. We're probably not going to go huge in terms of the scale of the farm at first, but then later on we'll probably ramp it up into something a lot more effective. And somehow that skeleton just shot a zombie pigman, and I think the pigmen are angry at me now. Yep, they do seem to be coming after me. Well, this turned into a very different video, and now the ghasts are after me too. Wonderful. Well, in terms of the pigmen, they're actually not too difficult if you have a wide open space in which to escape, because the trick to getting rid of zombie pigman aggro is just to run away as far as possible. In theory, if we get 40 blocks away from these pigmen, I think they will actually cease becoming aggressive towards me. Now, let's hope that we are far enough away from any other pigmen, because they will kind of pass on the aggro between them. I haven't really been able to show you this effect in action before, but if you get too close to another pigman whilst you're running away from pigmen who are also angry at you, a lot of the times they will kind of take up the charge from their comrades and they will actually come after you even if they weren't the original pigmen that you were nearby in the first place. But no, that looks like we're okay. Fair enough. Wow. I guess that skeleton kind of triggered the whole aggro for us, because I'm fairly certain I didn't have anything to do with that. And I am so careful to make sure that my elytra are in good repair while I'm here in the Nether as well, because goodness only knows what could happen if we fall into lava. Well, I know what would happen. We'd just die and lose all of our stuff, but I would prefer for that not to happen, if you don't mind. I am perfectly content to lure the Wither skeletons away outside of the range of anything else and see if we can get ourselves a skull. Still no skull, but we're getting a nice tidy amount of coal from this, which will go to powering the auto furnace setup we made in the last episode. Well, at least this fortress is, whoa, spawning 6 Wither skeletons right in front of me. Fantastic. Hopefully that ghast I'm hearing in the background doesn't give us any trouble. There's skull number 1. I knew you'd come through for us eventually. Still waiting on skull number 2 and hoping one of these 4 guys will deliver. I think we might get lucky in this batch, but you never know. It's still quite low odds, and oh gosh, we're getting attacked from behind by all these blazes. This is not a good position to be in, folks. I need to escape as fast as I can here. Okay, should be safe now. I'm running out of food as well, so I don't really want to be in this position right here. All right, let's see if this guy gives us a skull, but if not, we're probably going to have to head back to the farmstead and grab some more food from the cupboards, or maybe go to the Guardian farm and get some more cooked fish. Nope, no skull from you. All right, back home for a second, and then we'll return to the party. This is probably going to be a bad decision, but there's one more guy here for the road, just in case. And a few more of his friends down here where hopefully the blazes can't snipe me. Yeah, we've got a couple here. I could always use safety bars for this, but I'm just being a little bit reckless. Okay, time to go home then. Time to go home. Or maybe through the nearest nether portal to the village where we could potentially pick up some carrots and potatoes and stuff. Yeah, here we go. Carrots, potatoes, wheat, plenty of this stuff to be taken and replanted, I guess. I have so much stuff in my inventory, I have no idea why. Skull number 2 just came through for us, and we should only have one skull left to go before I can demonstrate this to you, and it's probably not going to be that guy. I feel like that guy is, yeah, a little bit doomed standing there over on the ledge. I'm calling it right now. One of these guys, including maybe the guy behind us, is going to give us skull number 3, and I really hope that's the case because I only have 3 fireworks left, so sooner or later one of these guys is going to have to give me a skull, otherwise it's going to be another trip back to an ender chest or somewhere I can pick up my supply of fireworks. It's not looking too great though, is it? There it is, skull number 3. We've got it. It was protected by that blaze, but I snatched it off the ground, and we have so much in the way of coal and blaze rods right now. It's kind of intense, but that's going to be it. Right, get some soul sand and meet me in the end. We are going to do this the easy way. Alright, so here we are in the end, and this is going to be a dangerous trick, but one that will ultimately pay off. And for this, we're going to grab some obsidian from the nearby towers. It's not absolutely necessary to have this on us, but it's going to help us mark out the place where we're going to spawn the wither. And the best thing about obsidian in this instance is that it is a block that the ender dragon will not destroy if you respawn it and it happens to be flying through the scenery, whereas it will destroy other blocks that aren't native to the end, but endstone and obsidian both count as blocks native to the end, therefore the dragon will not destroy them if it swoops through the scenery towards them. Now, we're going to be digging out an area underneath the Bedrock portal here in the end, because Bedrock is one of the few blocks, at least on Java Edition, that the Wither is unable to break. Now, once again, I should probably put a quick disclaimer here to say that I don't think this trick works in Bedrock Edition for Windows 10, MCPE, and Xbox and Switch. And the reason for that is because the Wither has a second stage attack where it dashes towards you, and that can actually free it from being trapped in Bedrock. Essentially, what we're going to do here is trap the Wither in a 3x3 area of Bedrock that it's going to be unable to destroy, because nothing in vanilla Minecraft can destroy Bedrock, and it's something that the Wither will not be able to move out of and escape from. So what we're going to do is actually dig out the entire area underneath the Bedrock portal so we can be absolutely certain we're spawning the Wither in the right place. Obviously, if it gets out, we're going to have to fight it legit, which I could do, but I don't have all of the usual stuff that I like to bring with me to prepare for a Wither fight. We don't have, like, potions and that kind of stuff. I don't have a golden apple just in case I need to regenerate health, that sort of thing. So we definitely need to make sure everything we are doing here, we are doing in a precise fashion. Hello everyone, post-commentary Pixlriffs here. Now, those of you guys who have been watching the most recent episodes of the Survival Guide may remember that in episode 76, I said this: ladies and gentlemen, I had my second death of the series, 2 Guardians, and I really wish I'd got that on camera too, because it would have been the perfect antidote to all of my bragging from the last episode. So I promise never to brag in this series again if I can possibly help it. And then, at the start of today's episode, I said this: in Java Minecraft, there exists a very, very simple way to take down the Wither without you taking damage at all. Not that I took any damage in my last episode against the Wither, but what you're about to see is possibly the most dangerous mistake I have ever made during the process of recording a tutorial video. Treat this as more of an example of what not to do, and then after that we're going to go ahead and do things the right way. But just bear in mind that I'm about to make probably the biggest mistake of my Minecraft life, and with that said, please enjoy. Now, that is the full extent of the Bedrock portal from what I can see. It's a 3x3 area with these extra kind of bits of 3 on the side. So we're actually going to be digging this out a little bit more, and we're going to be digging down 1 more block so we can place our obsidian. I think that will probably do. So this right here is going to be the area where we'll be spawning the Wither, and we're going to be spawning it in the center here on top of these blocks of obsidian in a kind of different formation than you will have seen the Wither being spawned previously in different episodes. So I think about here is going to be the right place to do it. When the Wither spawns, it will spawn directly above this obsidian block here, and it's going to be trapped in the 3x3 area of Bedrock in the center of the portal, if all goes well. Fingers crossed for me, folks. Now, we're going to place the soul sand like this, kind of in this T shape, but sort of horizontally instead of vertically this time. And then we're going to place our 3 Wither skeleton skulls on this, as normal. And what's going to happen is the wither will spawn. It will be trapped in the bedrock up here. There is still an active portal on top of this, but it should not interact with the portal blocks in any way, and those cannot be destroyed by the wither, and also the wither cannot travel through them, as far as I'm aware. At least this method makes sure that the wither does not. Now, we're going to have to back off still, because the first thing the wither will do is its explosion, but as you can see right there, it is trapped underneath there with nowhere to go. The obsidian blocks down there should not be destroyed by the wither explosion either, and it's going to be a little bit loud, so bear with me while this happens. There we go. Oh, and it's out. Okay, well, apparently I didn't do that right, so now I have a wither to kill. But this is the problem with fighting the wither in the open, especially in the end, because right now it's going to go after me and the enderman. Well, we'll see if we can fight it in the air, but I'm not super confident in my ability to fight the wither in the open like this. Well, this turned into a completely different episode, didn't it? We're fighting the wither on slightly different terms to how we fought it before, and the end is just going to get destroyed. Oh boy, and my shield is not looking too great either. So this was a, a different episode than the one I had planned. Luckily, having the elytra and being able to stay in the air like this is kind of an advantage in the wither fight. I haven't fought the wither flying before, but you know, it kind of feels a little bit like we're going to survive this, as long as I keep eating and don't take too many more hits. Okay, it should be coming down to earth now, and I can give it a couple of whacks with the sword, dodge around the obsidian pillars, which it can. Whoa, okay. It can still destroy obsidian, so we're not going to be able to use those as any kind of shelter. Oh, boy. Now this is a fight. Thankfully, the wither is keeping the enderman distracted whenever they try and teleport to me. So yeah, I think we're going to be okay for the most part. I think the wither might actually be taking the occasional bit of damage from these endermen. Yeah, the wither is actually taking damage from the enderman. Well, let's hope we can still get a nether star from it. We need to get a player kill on it this time. It's running away. It's actually running. Yes, okay, we got it. Right, time to fly away and de-aggro some of these endermen. Oh my gosh, that was not how I expected that fight to go. I'm sorry, folks. I'll have to do this demonstration again when I've gathered a few more wither skulls, but that did not go as expected. I wonder what's wrong. Let's see if we can come down here and examine the evidence here. Some of the endermen are still aggroed on me. I think what I've actually done is I built this obsidian patch here one block too far back. So when the wither stands up, I think maybe it ended up on this block instead of on that block. So maybe I was a little mistaken in my explanation of this first. I'm going to go and check this in a creative test world just to make sure, because this is a valid method. Don't be fooled by my silly mistakes. I think we actually just have to move this one block further forward. Okay, just got my third wither skull again. Let's take a look at the stats and see how many wither skeletons we've killed by now. 152. Okay, not terrible. That's about a skull every... Yeah, it's like 3 skulls and 50 wither skeletons. That's not terrible. We need one more soul sand for this. So I went into a creative test world and I did actually place the obsidian in the wrong place. It's supposed to be one block further forward, so at least I was able to identify the problem. I think we're going to just take the shortcut to the stronghold portal and do this right this time. Let's hope. Cross your fingers for me again, because, oh boy, this could go wrong very, very quickly. So it's a little bit cramped in here now, but this is how you're supposed to spawn the wither, with the tail block directly below the center of the portal here. Count from the outside. This is 5 blocks across. So you've got 1, 2, 3. The third block needs to be where you place the tail block underneath, like so. So we're gonna do this, and hopefully everything should go right this time. Once again, cross your fingers for me. 1 skull, 2 skull, skull number 3, and now we step back, and now we really sincerely hope that the wither cannot escape the portal this time. Okay, that looks like it's worked. As you can see, the wither is underneath the bedrock portal in the center there, and that's going to allow us to approach it and attack the tail nice and easily like this. And it's not going to be able to attack us right back. Oh, this is so much more relaxing, believe it or not, than the version that we just had. Because, oh boy, and as you can see, it doesn't even start to float down when it enters the sword-only mode, when you can't attack it with a bow, but it doesn't fly away from you. It's nice and easy to deliver a quick kill, and it's even taking a little bit of suffocation damage as you go. Oh boy. Oh, that's so good. That feels so much better. having actually done that legitimately. I apologize for getting it wrong the first time, guys, but I don't do this very often. I've never set up this area myself. Always on servers, it's been other people who do this first, so I made a massive mistake, but I hope it really made the episode more entertaining for you guys, because it was worth it. Now we have 2 nether stars, so that means 2 more beacons. It means we can keep the beacon over at the Guardian farm so that I can keep my regeneration and resistance effects over there. We could even get a beacon set up permanently at Founder's Forge and still have one to go out haste mining with. So that's going to be a lot of fun to have around. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Minecraft Survival Guide. I know I messed up a little bit earlier, but I hope you guys will appreciate me leaving it in the video for your entertainment, if nothing else. Don't forget to leave a like on the episode if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.